Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Shark IZ400UKT Cordless Vacuum Cleaner. What I want to do today is to show you around the vacuum, some of the features and benefits that it offers. Just before I start, I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe. Some of you might think it's a small vacuum cleaner, but it's not the case. What Shark have done is they've used something called flexology, and essentially what it does is just folds in half. I'll just show you this. So for storage purposes, this is absolutely fantastic. It just means where you need to store it, you don't need a large space like a lot of the other cordless vacuum cleaners on the market. It can just go in a small cupboard, or if you're really limited for space, this could be one to choose. And all you need to do to get it up to on operational mode is press the button here, and that will flip up there, and then you're ready to go. When it comes to using the vacuum cleaner, it couldn't be easier. What I'm going to do is just detach that for now, so I can show you the handheld part. So with this, it's nice and easy to use. You've got the on and off button at the top there. As you can see, that was fully charged up to 100%. But what you can do is you can actually vary the power depending on the surface or depending on how much dirt there is to get up. And all you need to do is to press this button at the front here. Just show you that. With the three power levels, first of all you've got Eco, and that's a minimum suction, and that's where you'll get the maximum runtime. So on this vacuum you get up to around 60 minutes runtime, and that's normally achievable if either using it as a handheld like this, or if you're on say a hard surface, say wooden or laminate or tiled flooring. If you're going to use the boost option, then with that, although you've got a much better suction, so it's going to get a lot more up if you've got a really dirty area, then you won't achieve the full 60-minute runtime. Then the next option is called Clean Sense. And essentially what that will do is that will increase or decrease the suction depending on the surface and what it's sucking up. So that could be really good if you're going say from a carpeted area onto a laminate floor, or if you've got an area that's really dirty, what it will do is it will increase and decrease that suction for that reason. And what that will do, that can really save the runtime on the vacuum, because what you don't want is to be on a hard surface, say a laminate floor, and to be on the maximum suction when there's not a lot of dirt to pick up. Another advantage of the vacuum is it's got a removable battery. What you need to do is just press the button and then the battery is removed like that. That has quite a few advantages. I suppose if the vacuum goes wrong and if you needed to replace the battery at some point, it's easily removed, there's no screws involved, and it's also not a sealed unit, which some manufacturers are still insisting on making a cordless vacuum with a sealed battery in, which isn't that great. So I'm really glad that Shark have done this. And if you needed a spare battery, I suppose really it's best to go back to Shark direct. Bin capacity on the vacuum is 0.7 litres, so it's not too bad a size for a cordless vacuum cleaner. You will find there are bigger ones on the market, and there are much smaller ones as well. So at least at 0.7 litres, it is a fairly good size. Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to be going for a really small capacity vacuum, and then you find you're constantly emptying the bin. That can be really frustrating. When it comes to emptying the bin, couldn't be easier. All you need to do is just press the latch down like that, and then all the dirt will fall out. Clearly I'd recommend doing it probably in an outside bin, because if you've got that much dirt falling out in one go, you could get quite a bit of dust coming back up at you. I'll cover some of the tools and accessories now. First of all, you've got the charger, and nice and easy to charge the vacuum. You've just got the port in the side there that you plug it into. Now another advantage of having a separate battery is that because you plug it into the battery to charge it, not the vacuum itself, then if you wanted to buy a spare battery at some point, then you could almost have another battery charging away while you're using the other battery on the vacuum. So really well done, Shark. As far as some of the other tools and accessories, first of all you've got this one. This is the cheeky little crevice tool, and all of these will just slot onto the end here like that. So again, really easy to pop on, and you just got a button underneath to pull it off. Crevice tool is an ideal one for getting into, I suppose, thin narrow spaces, things like down the side of a car seat or down the side of your sofa. The next one is this one. This is called the multi-surface tool, and this is a couple of tools in one. So first of all you've got a bristle, I suppose a stiff bristle brush, which is really good for getting into carpets, or if you've got certain areas that need a bit more attention, then with this one you just press the button and that comes off, and that's more of a like an upholstery tool. So if you're doing your stairs or sofa, then that's a good one to use, and now that just clips back on. I do like it, things like this, where you've got two tools in one. It just saves having to carry around extra tools or store them somewhere. Next one is this one. This is called a pet tool, and with this is a rotating brush, and this is an excellent tool, especially if you have got pets. You don't have to have pets to benefit from this. The main advantage is because it rotates, if you're in a carpeted area, especially a deep pile carpet, then this really gets into it and it really helps to get any dirt out that you've got in there. Now, one of the final accessories this comes with, it looks like a little can of food, but it's not that. In here you've got a little cartridge, and what will happen is when you first get the vacuum, you just pop that into here, and this is using something called anti-odor technology. And essentially what that does, I suppose, if you're vacuuming up things like dog hair or cat hair, sometimes if they're wet animals they can smell a little bit, and what Shark have done is they've come up with this technology, and as I say, you just pop that in there, and while you're vacuuming, it just really helps with some of the nasty smells that you can get from things like wet dog hair or wet cat hair. While I'm holding the main floor head, I'll just show you underneath here. Now you see you've got two rollers here, and this is part of the Antihair Rat technology that Shark offer. They've used this technology for several years now, and I must say it does work really well. So again, if you've got, say, animals in your household or even other family members with long hair, then this could really help. And what it will do is it just reduces the amount of hair that you get wrapped around the roller. I'm not going to say it's foolproof. I have known of some people who've had a Shark vacuum and it's not really worked that well. But for the most part, it does work really well, this technology. There's nothing more frustrating than having to take the roller out and then having to get some scissors or a knife to try and get the hair off. But what you can do is when it comes to cleaning it, you've got the button on the side, and all you need to do is press that and the front roller will come out like that. Nice and easy to keep clean, and then when you want to put that back, you just locate that in there, then you're ready to go. Finally, on the floor head, you've got this, which is a visual indicator on the CleanSense technology. Now, CleanSense, as I mentioned earlier, is where it will increase or decrease the suction, depending on, I suppose, on what surface you're on. But what this does is it's more of a visual aid, and it's just a series of LED lights that will shine across the floor head, as well as increase or decrease the suction. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you a quick demonstration of the CleanSense technology. As you can see, I've just put a handful of porridge oats on the floor here. Now this will be really interesting because this floor and this carpet is a really short pile carpet. It's actually quite a nasty carpet to vacuum on. I know that from personal experience when we've vacuumed the showroom over the years. But essentially what I'm going to do is try and give you a demonstration to see how well the CleanSense technology works. So I hope you could hear that. When we got to the porridge oats, it increased the suction by up to 50%. That's what Shark claim. And then when it detected there wasn't as much dirt, then it reduced the suction. If you're as impressed as I am with this, and if you're thinking of purchasing one, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. If you've had a look at the link, you'll see there are actually two links, and that's because there are actually two separate models. The model I've shown you here and demonstrated is the IZ400UKT. There is also a sister model, which essentially is exactly the same. It's the IZ400UK, but it is without, where is it? It's without this, without the pet tool. Now, personally, I'd recommend going for this one with the pet tool because I do think that is a really great tool to use around the house. But I've provided two links below and you'll find that the pricing is quite different. Hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Shark IZ400UKT Cordless Vacuum Cleaner. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe, leave any comments below. I always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video. If you've come here to look at a feature or benefit that I've not talked about, then I've got this on display at the moment. Pop it in the comments and I'll get back to you. Also, if you have got one of these, either the IZ400 UK or UKT, or even one of the sister models from Shark, then let me know what you think about it because I'd always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for watching.